But you know, obviously how sort of hold Kanye or whatever. That was Puffy.
Yeah, bro.
What's that?
You know what? It's funny you say that because when I was watching the BET and his acceptance speech, Kanye was behind him, but all I could see was Kanye and Puff Daddy, just his mannerisms and everything.
Yeah.
I was thinking, this is Kanye.
Yeah.
This is like bruv.
Yeah.
It's mad. I was like, the way he was acting and like it was like going from one topic and then going racing to another topic and coming back and just going agitated. Yeah. It was like watching Kanye.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
You gotta watch this documentary. Like the first part, because you see the real time footage of him back in the day.
Yeah.
And I was, the way he's switching on people, the way it's like you won't be doing this. Yeah. I was like, wow,
I'm a savage.
Yeah. Wow, but I'm gonna watch that.
That was like
behind.
And then it was
I've
like,
seen the memes. It looks so. Yeah,
he's going on and on and on. He was like, yeah, we're not going to commercial. I'll pay for the commercial. Yeah. And then just going there, and then it was like, I'm gonna give $1 million to Howard University.
Yeah.
And then it's just, I was like, this is, and Kanye was just stood behind him with his mask on.
Yeah. Oh gosh,
crazy man. So how are you man doing?
Kanye's in that mask, boy.
Bruv, you need to speak up.
Kanye's in that mask, boy.
None of this is below the thing. How have you lot been, man? Oh my God,
bro!
Jesus, Lord, help me today.
He's forgot how he's been.
I can't take it no more. Have you been?
Bravo
the Great. Oh my God, you're back to black.
Why are you naming me by name, bro?
Why am I calling you by name? Cut the recording. Why are you naming me by name?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right.
You've gone back to black, bro. You've done the Amy Winehouse. Why?
Yeah. I got bored of it, man.
In a week?
I got bored,
Wow.
Okay.
It
was about 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was 2.
I got bored of it. I was like, time to go back.
I can't see your greys in your beard, though.
Because he's dyed it black.
No, I dyed it black, innit?
Oh. Yeah, he's back to black.
Dyed it black, man.
Do you feel happier?
About dyeing it black?
Yeah. Do you feel... Yeah.
This feels like a therapy session.
What, compared to what it was before?
Yeah, with the greys.
Are you satisfied?
No, I wouldn't say happier. I do want to try and go grey. I'm going to try again maybe in a couple of weeks. Make it go full grey.
Yeah.
That was my original
It was, man.
I think it's a sharp look.
Try and make it go full grey.
Blonde was
shocking. See what
shocking.
happens, man.
Absolutely shocking, man.
It's a sharp look.
Would you consider doing something like that?
What, going?
Because I know you like bright. No, going blonde.
Dyeing my beard? No.
You like bright colours.
Yeah,
you like your oranges and that.
I won't be dyeing no beard blonde. Obviously, it's the process of getting to the grey, but I couldn't do it. That middle bit would stop me from dyeing my
getting to the end.
Yeah,
to your final
destination. Because I'd love to do it. I've always thought that's a nice look on people, especially the Americans.
Yeah.
When the girls on the females on Instagram are champion black men, it's always those older black men with the grey beards. I want to be one of those.
Man wants to come in looking like Shannon Briggs.
Yeah, champion me.
Yeah,
Shannon Briggs, innit?
He's got full grey, innit?
Yeah, he's got a grey beard. He's bald, innit?
Champ.
Let's go, champ. Championing the champ.
That's the aim, man.
Yeah.
The aim to be Shannon Briggs.
Nah, just get that full grey beard. Just want to see what it looks like. See if it's a goal or not, you know what I mean?
Gotta try.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's out there making it look cool and making it look acceptable, so I'll take him up on that.
Gotta do it, man.
Yeah. I mean, you're a long way away, so...
I've got used to you lot, man. They don't look at me with them Turkish envy eyes, man. I've got greys. I've got greys. Long road.
Long way away, yeah. You're lucky, man. You've been blessed.
I don't know, man.
You've been blessed.
I don't know. I see, obviously, you lot knows, innit? So you can see them, innit?
Yeah.
I can see them.
Yeah. You see, the thing is, though, while we've been fortunate, is that, I mean, yours started before mine, but it's happened around the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, whereas yours, it might just be you, and you can see what's to come.
Bro, do you know what? I'm used to that, though. I've been used to that my whole life. Like, I'm that one, like, relative or cousin that's been by myself, innit? Like, when my cousins growing up, there've been cousins around them. Yeah. Nah, bro. Everyone was either like 4, 5, 6 years older than me, or like the same way going the other way. Do you know what I mean? There was no one really around my age group, so that don't worry me, man. That don't worry. It is what it is, man. But go on, you said you wanted to speak about something today. Pressure.
Which one?
No, you don't remember now.
You don't remember? No, you don't remember now.
Yeah, I don't know which one.
Pull it in your court, bro.
Jeez, remember. Oh man! So there's Kyrgios.
Explain.
Oh, so
I'm curious.
So look at this guy. So Nick Kyrgios is the guy from Australia who he's playing Wimbledon. He's a tennis player, but he's known for being erratic and getting into confrontations with people. He recently had one where a spectator said something, and then he was saying, Ben Stiller was in the crowd, and he was like, "Oh, do I go to Ben Stiller and try and tell him how to act?" No, basically staying.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I said it with chess.
But yesterday,
okay,
he was on a
smoke
rampage, on smoke fully. So he told the umpire that it's because they're 80, that they're missing calls. That if it was a younger person, that they wouldn't be missing those calls. That and then he started insulting one of the ball boys, saying, you've got no fans. I've got fans. Even the umpire's got fans. You haven't got no fans. And then one of the spectators started laying into him, and he was very clear to say that it wasn't racial. But then he spat. He spat in their direction, not at them, but in their direction.
Who did?
Nick Kyrgios.
He spat to the fans.
Yeah.
So who said it wasn't racial?
So he did in the press conference. Like I think the person that was asking the questions, the reporter, wanted to almost justify his behavior, the extremities of his behavior, but he was like, no, it weren't racial. They were just insulting. But he was saying that as a sports person, more and more spectators feel that they're in a position where they can openly criticize sports players, and they should just take it.
Oh yeah, and he said, like saving the football, isn't it?
Yeah. But so he's basically not having it at all. Not having it. But he's going to get fined, obviously, like whatever, 10K for spitting on the floor.
What would you do in that? On the floor, not even at the person?
No, he spat in their direction. He was on the floor, but he made sure not to spit at them. Yeah. Yeah.
So what would you do in that situation? Obviously, the pressure's different about that. What would be your innate reaction to it?
If I was him, I think, man, I'll stand there and trade. I mean, we'll go.
Let's go blow for blow.
Blow for blow.
Pause.
And I'll be ripping into you. Yeah, pause. Yeah. There'll be no blowing. But I'll be tearing into you as well. Me too. You're coming at me. Me too. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, I'm a man first.
Yeah, and I don't mind. You can find me wherever, but this person's here.
I'm a fan.
Yeah. Match fire with fire. Yeah. What about you?
What's that like on a John McEnroe team?
Yeah, but even John McEnroe criticizes him.
He's a hypocrite.
Yeah, but it's like John McEnroe. Yeah, exactly that. But John McEnroe was deemed to be cool with it, and like this cool,
it was cocky,
guy,
cool. But they tried to.
But with Nick Kyrgios, it's not cool. He's just.
Well, it's not endearing. I don't know who Nick Kyrgios is.
He's Australian. He kind of looks like he's like from Aborigine descent, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, is he quite tall as well?
Yeah, he's tall and stocky.
I think I know.
Yeah. So it's. Yeah, but I don't know. But I feel like obviously it's happening in all sports.
Yeah,
but I don't know whether it's like we feel like now it's open season because of social media and stuff. You can just say what you want and do what you want.
Yeah.
It's like one of my friends. She was a big AJ fan, and then I was like, oh, did you see the stare down? Usyk's gonna deal with him. And she's like, oh, you're one of those AJ haters. I'm like, what? And she's like, oh, no matter what though, he's still winning. Even if he loses, he's getting 100 million.
That's got nothing to do with boxing.
Yeah, and I'm just like, that's got nothing to do with the boxing, But it's almost like that's the blanket now. That's how you defend these people.
When you have an opinion, you call you a hater. But I do think AJ will win, but that's a story for another day, bro. You get me?
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, the Kyrgios thing, it was just making me think, like, is it wrong? Should you be able to openly voice your opinion like that? Or is it sort of like, somebody's doing their job? Like he said, he doesn't go to Argos or whatever, go to the till and start smashing up and saying, you're not doing your job well.
That's right. He's got a point. I agree with him. I agree. Obviously, there's the problem. There's probably the right way to do things, or kind of the best approach. Probably his approach is a bit aggressive, but even still, he's got it right. And especially the fact he's in a pressure situation. Do you know what I mean? My man's on the court by himself. Potentially, did he win or lose?
He won.
He actually won. Imagine if he lost.
I know. And he did cite that he's playing for hundreds of thousands of pounds.
Yeah.
That's what he
Man's
cited.
paying for his living.
Yeah.
As well as the trophy at the end.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? This is his living.
Yeah.
And people, fair enough, they've paid their ticket, but their ticket didn't include in the terms and conditions that you can assault or insult, sorry. You know what I mean? You're a spectator. Spectate, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's true.
Don't come and dictate.
It's true, yeah.
You think so?
Because it's your livelihood, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
it's a game that some of them, or a lot of them, have been playing since they were 6, 7 years old. You know what I mean? So that's by the time they even get to these competitions,
The hours, isn't it?
they've already done their 15 years probably of work. You know what I mean?
You're right.
So there's passion, there's skill, there's talent, all of that,
Dedication.
and emotion mixed into, and money on the line.
Yeah.
But it's like, you're messing with my money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man's broke it out. Did he say that? You want to go to Argos?
Yeah. He said, well, I assume it was Argos. He said Argus. So I don't,
It's Argos.
Yeah.
That was the advert, remember? Argus.
Argus. Yeah. I was thinking, is that some sort of supermarket in Australia?
But even still, the principle's there, innit?
Mm.
You wouldn't do that.
So yeah, and I was looking at it, and then I also thought after that, I wonder if this guy is anybody's role model. I wonder if
He's mine after that. He's mine after that, bro. You can't tell a man how to do things. What?
Yeah, I was thinking,
Get me?
is he somebody's role model? And somebody's looking at this now and thinking, yeah, this is how you act when somebody.
Oh, you mean like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm not a fan of disrespect, so
Yeah, you're not.
I fully rate him, bro.
But would you walk away?
From what?
You know, like, remember, was it Eto that walked away when he got racist abuse? He was walking off the pitch.
Yeah, in
Like,
Russia.
Was it Russia?
Yeah, I think it was Russia.
Yeah.
It was Russia.
Oh,
Not sure where
yeah.
it was.
In the, I'll probably do a Canton now.
He's South London dog.
You can't come
Any excuse to bust a fly kick, they're using it, man. They think they're real life street fighters.
So just
He
for the
didn't even have
record,
to think on that. He just,
Isn't
yeah.
but listen, Cantona's not from South London. So what are you lot talking about, man? He's from South of France. But even still, like, just on a flipping respect thing, man. That's just like, I don't think my blood could take that. My blood would be boiling too much. To walk away and go and do what? Cry in the change room.
So does that mean, if you were in Will Smith's shoes, would you do something similar?
No. The only reason why I say no, because he
Got
initially
married.
laughed first. But he laughed first.
Yeah,
So
did.
he's under pressure from
He
his
did.
missus.
Yeah.
His missus basically sent him.
Yeah.
He went.
You're not. Right.
we
And
not
then she gave him the
laughing.
look like, you ain't getting none tonight.
Yeah.
And he said, nah. So he's the pom pom in that.
that's true.
In his scenario, I would have laughed.
Yeah, you would have laughed.
I'd have laughed
Yeah.
with my chest. And then the shoe's been sorted. I was like, listen, it's true though.
Yeah, it's jokes,
It's
babes.
jokes, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what we do. We make jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I like that. You tried to
But
set
it's
me up on
true
that
though.
one.
Like how, like, where is the line between like disrespect and confrontation, or just thinking, I'm gonna walk away?
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't think that decision he made was his. I think he made it because of Jada. That wasn't his true.
Yeah,
his
we know.
true
We
reaction.
saw that.
Yeah, like
We
you
saw
said,
it, innit? Like, so, yeah, like you said, that's not his natural reaction. That wasn't his instinctive reaction. So if you wanted to do something, grab him after, innit? In front of Jada.
Yeah.
And make him apologize for it. Do you know what I mean? Because you know each other.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't want to speak about my man like that. Fly kick him like Cantona.
Fly kicking like Cantona. Yeah.
Have we spoke about it? I don't know if we spoke
What's
about
that? Cantona?
No,
William
Smith.
Willard.
No. Willard.
Still want to give it. But yeah, basically, like, he's growing up. He was like you said, the role model was an idol, wasn't he? All this time, he's just been playing Carlton in real life, isn't it? He was literally Carlton in real life. And Carlton's really Will.
Yeah, playing Carlton.
And that's what the last I'll say on that, but yeah.
Yeah. But no, it made me think as well, like we used to speak about before, about what being a man nowadays as well. You know, and because you were saying about, he asked me like, you know, when sometimes you refer to people as, oh, that boy over there, that boy, there was a period of time. Yeah. What did you say? When was it?
Like when we were teens and 20s, like everyone that was maybe your age range or your peers was a boy, and like that boy, that girl, that boy, that boy.
Sounds like
but I think these days I don't look at guys my peers or my age range as boys anymore. I don't look at myself as a boy anymore. Yeah. No. And I was asking him, like, do you finally feel like a man? Because even in my mid-20s, I didn't feel like I was a man.
Yeah.
So, you're probably gonna crucify me in this South London shit.
Oh, you felt like a man since?
No, we didn't. No, we felt like boys. We obviously we was putting the work in. We obviously thought we didn't think we were men because there was men that we looked that were obviously older than us. We saw them as men.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But we refer to ourselves as my man, innit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, it's weird because we didn't feel like kids, but I'm trying to think now. Like, if it was confrontation, we thought we were men. If that made sense, innit? Like, man can't chat shit to me.
Yeah.
But in the back of my mind, it's like, we're still living at home, bro. You know what I mean?
I think that needs context though, because when you say man in that context, you're not referring to the definition of a man. I think it's more
the colloquial,
like a colloquial
term. Yeah. But however, we did transition from saying, yeah, that's my boy, to my man. Do you know what I'm trying to say? There was a transition phase, and I think it was when we kind of left college, school time.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean? Then it became, maybe it could have been signs of the times, I don't know. And it could have just been coincidence. But yeah, I do feel like it was a transitional phase where we just referred to, and there's my man, isn't it?
I'll give an example, right?
Go.
So there used to be periods in my early to mid 20s, maybe even late 20s, where say I was on the train, bus or whatever, and there was a lady and a child, and she'll be like to the child, leave the man alone. And I would feel weird. I was like, who are you calling man? What man? I'm a boy. What do you mean? Leave the man alone. I used to always feel weird, like leave. But today I would not feel, if they said leave the man alone, I feel, I'm the man. I'm clearly with a fucking grey blonde beard. I'm clearly the old man that's on
you're
the
old
bus.
Man now.
No. I'm clearly the man.
That's an old man.
I'm clearly the almost middle-aged man that's on in public or whatever, in a shopping centre or whatever. I'm the man.
But
back then, if you said, leave the man or stop staring at the man or leave the man or whatever, I'd be like,
And what age would you say this? Mid-20s?
It's probably mid-20s.
But ain't it mad, because like, when we were in school, there was teachers that were in their early 20s, mid-20s, bro. But we saw them as adults.
Yeah, I saw them as old.
Old, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's perception, innit? And how you see things, innit? But it's funny, it's interesting you say that, though. Like, because I felt like that as well. Like, you'd be on public transport or whatnot, and then you'll see, like you say, someone come with their child. And it's weird, like, even you'll kind of react with the child or interact with the child, or, you know, make a funny face or something like that. But then they're saying, like, move on, let the man pass. I'm like, yo, I ain't that old, you know.
You know what I mean?
I'm not your husband.
Yeah, like when you say man, you think it's something like,
I know what you mean. I know what you're saying.
Old man.
Yeah. It's mad. It's mad that.
But do you feel like a man though? Would you say?
Yeah, I'm a man.
Yeah, I feel like I've reached that period where it's like the people used to look at as men. I think I've got to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you feel like that prior to you having a child, or was that after, or was that during?
I think it's got nothing to do.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing.
No, it was just interesting because obviously
it's got absolutely no relation to
to becoming a dad.
Yeah,
no,
I guess it's the way the world responds to me, and like everywhere I go, I feel that there's an expectation of some sort that whether it's if something happens here,
it's interesting
in this place, that I hold some responsibility to protecting the females and children, or being a superhero of some sort in this situation.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, but it's nothing to do with.
Do you think that's the environment that we grew up in, that we just felt like boys for so long, even though we were technically men?
That's it.
Because I'm trying to think if it was, if people from different demographics or different areas, if they had that same processing.
That's a good question.
Be interesting.
Yeah, that is a good question.
Because the thing is, although it's quite weird, and we spoke about this a lot in our upbringings, in that it was independent in some respects.
Yeah, but
you always
you're a
but
boy
you
in my
were
house.
dictated. And
Yeah,
well.
100%.
Yeah. So how long did we carry that mentality for?
Yeah, because I had friends on the estate that were in their house from the time they were 17. And they had to, do you know what I mean? Like, they had to, their mum kicked them out, so they had to get a council house.
They were men.
So they were men, do you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't fathom trying to pay council tax at 17, 18, 19, 20 to what? What? For who?
For why?
For what?
Yeah.
For why?
For why, bruv? For why? Do you know, but when, and it's only, you know, when I'm looking back retrospectively and I'm realizing what they were doing, but we just used to see, oh, my man's got a yard, there's a cottage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Didn't actually think, man's a man.
Yeah.
And he was working for time. You get me? Like, proper.
Yeah.
Didn't do the college thing. Didn't do uni thing. Just was just working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you think that makes a person sort of mature faster when that's like the hurdles that they've had to go through early in their life, like 17, like moving out, having to figure out bills, etc., council tax, like you said,
I'd say
working, budgeting?
I'd say yeah and no. I think it depends on the person. Obviously, it's probably more likely that would take place, but then obviously watching Love Island, like we all watch Love Island, you see flipping thing is mature, bro. What's her name? Gemma.
Yeah, but
She's so mature.
But she's been afforded a lifestyle.
But she's not. That's what I'm saying. She's not had to struggle or go anything.
okay,
like you were saying, innit? But she's probably the maturest one.
But maybe that's because of her lifestyle. That's why she's so
her mind's been
mature.
opened.
Yeah, maybe
that's
she's
what
been
I'm
in
saying,
specific rooms where she's, you know what I mean? From a young age, she's had to speak and being pushed forward in rooms and being encouraged, and not just the children go in that room.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Thing.
She remember that as kids.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like we were just like, even like the thing is, like, obviously it's called Mind the Gap when we talk about our background, our experiences. A lot of the time, coming from our background, like Ghana and stuff, people will be like 30, 40 and still feel like a child.
Yeah, you're right.
And still treated like a child.
Yeah.
So that's good that you've said that, because even some of my aunts, big women, but they've got their what we would call their nanas. So we call them nanas. So their mum's brother, sister, who still, if they're having a disagreement, they'll say to them, "You're a child."
Yeah. You're right.
When man's big, like
tradition,
32 years old,
you got a child that's almost 40. How's that person?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's culture, innit, and tradition. Where, like we said, not everything in culture and tradition is correct or right. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's what we've been growing up in.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean, bro.
I got a question. I want to know if you two agree with this. I'm not sure. I've just thought about it now.
Okay.
But do you think that mentality was out of being born in this country? Do you feel like your cousins born in Ghana were treated differently?
No.
Do you not?
No, I think it was just the same.
Do you think it was the same?
Yeah.
No, I feel like cousins in Ghana were the ones that I encountered had what responsibility?
Dealing with that.
What?
Yes, in terms of responsibility.
Yeah, they had a lot more responsibility. Yeah, but they accepted the responsibility, whereas we accepted the responsibility. But I always knew there was a bit of me that was sort of like uneasy about the responsibility of things. Although, you know, it's like, for instance, washing your pants and socks on a Sunday with your hands. Yeah, you know, doing that. Whereas, like, the cousins and stuff that I was speaking, that was standard. They had no issue with it.
Yeah.
Whereas there's something about me, I didn't know anything else, but there's something about me that just felt like, is there an alternative way to doing this? Because this does not feel like this is what I should be doing at the age of 7 or 8. I should, you know, I'm washing my shirt collars. I should not be doing that. And my hands are hurting. Like, that's not.
Do you think that's helped? I misunderstood what you were saying, but I'll get back to that in a minute. But do you think that helped? Do you think there was the lessons that helped further later on in life?
I'm washing my pants and socks on my shirt collar. I mean, it gave me.
Is it their way of giving you a form of independence, though.
Can I just say something quickly?
Yeah.
I think it helped in terms of being domesticated,
That's what I was about to say. Yeah,
but not like real world life
skills,
and maturity in the real world. You know what I mean? I think in terms of being domesticated and cooking and cleaning and whatever around the house, I think they got those type of things down pat, but not like being out there in the real world.
And speaking in rooms and whatnot.
Exactly.
Right.
I think that's what Gemma from Love Island has got.
Yeah.
She might not be domesticated, but she's got all that stuff done for her. But she knows how to walk in the room and she'll
command the room.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I could come in a room and
19.
wash pants and socks like a G.
My God!
Oh, you see? Yes, like a G. What?
Like a G, boy. Like we were saying before, like union, like what? Like a G, bro.
Yeah.
Man was doing the cooking. Man was doing, man, what?
People were coming around to the halls like, what?
Yeah,
bro.
Big man
Our house
out
was
here.
like a party house.
Yeah.
But no, I thought you were saying in terms of, the cousins in Ghana and that whatnot, like, did they feel less of, what's the word I'm trying to say? Did they not feel like children? If that makes sense. I thought that's what you were trying to say.
I think what I'm trying to say is when you're brought up here, you're looked at as privileged and you're looked at as not having as tougher challenges in life.
Yeah.
So you're not as, I don't know, it's as if you can't handle certain things because you didn't grow up with a tough, hard life. That's how I feel sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's true. I mean,
So you're seen as a child here than the ones in Ghana?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I went to America, I went to New Jersey and I was with my cousin who's maybe 2-3 years older than me. And at the time I was 23 and or 22, and she might have been 25 or 24. But she grew up in Ghana and she went to America. We stayed in New Jersey, went to New York. I think I've mentioned it before. We're going to cross the road and she holds my hand. And I look at her. I'm just sort of like, I can cross it. She says, no, it's dangerous. I'm just sort of like, okay, whatever. So then they're selling mixtapes, and then I'm going to go and talk to the people about the mixtapes, and then she's pulling me, and I'm like, what are you doing? I want to go and buy this. She's saying, what do you say? Yeah, jai. And I'm like, no, I'm going to. So I start talking to them, and the guy says, $10. And I'm like, take 6. And then she's, hey, Richard, which means stop that. Yeah, I'm just like, what? But in her eyes, that's what you're saying, that I'm this child who's lived a privileged life. I haven't faced the real challenges.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm not ready for
the world.
Yeah.
No, but
and that's a subconscious act as well that she
It is. Did. And I think they think that, but I just think there's also fear attached to that because I don't even think her herself would have done that. Would have gone and spoke to them. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no way.
You see what I'm saying? So I just think that's just it's a weird, clouded, Ghanaian mental block on certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but perhaps if she knew that you're back, like you were born and bred in Ghana, she might not have had that reaction. Yeah. She might have thought, this guy knows the roads. He's more streetwise and he hasn't had this privilege.
But I don't even think.
No, I don't think she would go there.
I think what she would have thought is, I'm less reckless. I'm more cautious. So growing up in Ghana, you're more cautious of things. So, for instance, you don't go and talk in front of certain people because that holds a certain risk or whatever. Because I remember that, not necessarily in our households, but I've heard other Ghanaian people that I know, our peers, talk about how their parents sometimes would say, if you're in front of the police or in front of white people at the time, that you don't talk a certain way, you don't do this. And that was...
I think it's fair.
And that's what they would have taught in Ghana.
Exactly,
so
that's what I'm saying.
She would have that same mentality.
That's what I was trying to say.
But when she sees me doing this, because I'm reckless and I've been brought up in England, so I don't
Not properly,
know...
You don't know the values and traditions.
Yeah, I don't know how to comport myself, and correctly, that's what she would...
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't think she herself would have gone across the road. Like the fit. But then I think it's also that traditional sort of views that they've been brought up with in terms of like, they feel like if you go and do something, they'll go and do juju on you and that. There's also that lingering thing with them as well. Like on certain things, they're like, you don't know who you're going to speak to, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a bit too drilled.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
They'll put a curse on you or something. So there's that lingering undertone in certain things they do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's odd. And I think all of that combined is what it contributed to that not feeling like a man sooner.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, and sometimes I think maybe it's the things that I didn't know as well. So getting to grips with even, we spoke about this before, I know, but sort of like monetary stuff or the inner workings of systems, you know, not to say that I didn't know about money a few years ago or whatever when I didn't feel like a man, but like I feel like I've got a big understanding of a large amount of inner workings of things now. Yeah. So it's at that stage where, and I don't care about a lot of things as well. I think that's one of the key things.
Don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't care about a lot of things.
Yeah, you're right.
That certain conversations aren't going to matter to me, and even opinions like, well, whatever. You know, people have the right to be as wrong as they want to be, as long as they don't harm people. So
then in that case, you wouldn't be asked in terms of what's his name, the guy you mentioned before.
Kyrgios.
Yeah. Is that if you was in that position, given that answer you given, you wouldn't be bothered then.
But no. But be as wrong as you want without harming people. But verbally abusing somebody or harming somebody,
Cool.
So you can, but if somebody's got an opinion and they're stuck by it and it's wrong, or I believe it's wrong, whatever, you take
your opinion.
Yeah, take it to
take
the
your
bank
trouble.
and, you do what you want with it.
Man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
So would you say it was a lack of real responsibility then? That's why it took longer.
Yeah. The real responsibility,
What responsibility was you looking for at 7 years old though?
No, we're talking teen.
Oh,
like say if we compare ourselves to Gemma, like you said, like the lack of real responsibilities and still being treated like a child. That's probably why you still felt like a child and not feeling like a man until Do you know
I think I rebelled quite a lot though. Like, just, you know what I'm trying to say? Like in certain things.
The water down there or...
Huh?
The water.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Below the river and that.
You
know what I'm talking about.
Use bottled water, man. What are you talking about? Did you lot boil water? Did you lot drink tap water? Or did you boil it?
I drank tap water.
Oh, no.
Drank tap water,
We had to boil that shit.
You had time to go.
What, man? We're playing that shit, bro. It's gonna like we was in Ghana. Boiling that water.
We didn't have time.
To this day, I don't drink tap water, bro.
Is it? No, I don't. I largely drink hot water, but we did. I mean, what the hell? If we were running low on milk, you just see the tap come on and then the water mixing with the milk and give it a shake. That tap
Get
water.
a living.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, like a lot of things where I just weren't. Like you said, I just didn't give a shit early. Do you know what I mean? Where that was seen as rebelling or like Kwalabone is a bad boy. Do you know what I mean? But it was just me just not giving a shit. Because like I remember I said like I must have been either 13, 14 or something.
13,
Around that age, that year group. So what's that, year 9?
Yeah.
Year 9?
Yeah.
I just remember saying like, this is my life. Imagine saying that to you, look at your faces, the reaction. But effectively, like what I wasn't saying was wrong. I was like, this is my life. I've come by myself. I'm gonna go by myself.
Wow.
You said that.
I said that, yeah. Wow. But I just thought like, because I couldn't understand was like, you want me to do this for you kind of thing. But I was like, this is my life. That I was just very, and I still am like against control and authority. So
no,
that
but
was
you
just,
see that, but there's nothing wrong with that.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Non-Ghanaian, I don't know about
exactly,
the rest of African households, but there's nothing wrong with that in anywhere else. But in a Ghanaian household,
you see your reaction?
This is your life. This is your life.
Under whose roof?
But that's what I'm saying. But is it not your life?
Yeah, I mean, it became my life.
Well, that's questionable.
When I got to college and when I had to fill out application forms by myself.
Oh, so now
I sort of thought,
so now your life hit you.
Yeah, I'm sort of like, wow.
Nah, I preyed it from early, man.
But then it's funny because I thought that was the standard. I thought everybody filled out their college application forms and discussed it with themselves and did their university applications and discussed it by themselves.
I know we did, but
yeah. And then got their first job and prepared for the interview themselves. I thought that was
You put that standard.
Yeah.
that's crazy when you put it that way, man. That's crazy.
Oh no, that was like that first job and that was myself. But college, I think my mum kind of discussed it with me, and I even went on with her on one of the things. But I think that she just wanted to make sure I was gonna go there.
Yeah.
Mind the gap.